Buying multifamily property in Massachusetts in 2024, it's already a challenge. And then you got high interest rates, you got crazy high prices, and you got really, really low inventory. So how are people doing that? How are people buying real estate right now? Guys, that's what we're gonna talk about in this video. My name is Enis with Whiteacre Properties, and we started this channel to talk about real deals, real numbers, and lessons learned. We wanted to share with you all what we are doing at Whiteacre and kind of pull the curtain so you can see a full-time business in action here in Massachusetts. If this is what you guys are looking for, like, share, subscribe. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. That's my goal for 2024. So help me get to that number, please. In this video, we're gonna cover 4 important things when it comes to the multifamily real estate investing space. We're gonna talk about how to determine your farm area, how to find multifamily deals, how to raise the capital to buy these properties, and also really important, the property management side of the business. Let me show you guys what this 3-family here in Worcester looks like on the interior as we wrap up the renovations. So follow me, let's take a quick look. So we are now inside Unit 2 here at our 3-family property in the city of Worcester. I wanted to show you guys our building and the renovations, but this is a property that we purchased in the city of Worcester for $175,000. It's 3 apartments. Each apartment currently is 4-bedroom, 2-bath. It's gonna be a long-term hold for us. We're buying this and renovating to keep it a long-term so we can enjoy the cash flow from it for a very, very long time to come. As I think about my journey in real estate investing, if I had to start over, what would I do differently? As I think about this property, for example, in Worcester, I would be extremely focused on my farm area. What do I mean by that? The farm area is really the location that you're gonna focus to buy property. One of the mistakes we made, me and my brother Yoni, when we started out, was that we kind of went all over the place. We went the shotgun approach. We looked at finding the cheapest property we could find. We were really, really focused on price. And even though we wanna buy great deals up front, and even though we wanna pay cheap prices, focusing on price is not the only thing. You have to determine your farm area. You need to determine the city, the town, the area that you want to do business in. I wanted to focus in areas where I live, where I do business, where I hang out, because I know that area inside and out. And highly recommend you guys do that. You really need to focus on a certain area and then understand everything about it. Understand the property values, understand the comparable sales, right? Similar properties are trading. Understand and build the network in that town because it's going to come extremely handy. You're going to find contractors. You're going to find people that are going to become part of the team that are local to that area. That's how you become an expert. So when you are really invested in an area and you know what you're looking for, that's how your business is going to take off. So second point, and the most important from everything you're gonna see in this video today, guys, is how to find great deal up front. When you buy property, you make your money on the buy side, you make the money up front. Here at the 3-family in Worcester, this was a cold call for us. This particular seller was ready to go. He wanted to sell, there was motivation here, and anytime you talk to someone off market, someone that has not listed the property on the MLS, you know when someone is motivated, because they'll be like, you know what, I'm interested, let's talk. However, there was one big challenge here to solve. Price wasn't an issue. They would sell at any price, believe it or not. But the biggest thing is that they had an extended family. I think between the kids and the parents, I think it was a family of 10. And they were living in the house here. They occupied Unit 2 and Unit 3. And they said, you know what, we work full time, we're extremely busy. We just don't have time to find another place. And the other thing is they had no money. The equity was in the building, meaning everything they owned was in this building. They didn't have cash in the bank to go buy another property to move out of here. We listen, and we do this a lot where we go in, talk to sellers and understand their problems. We offered a solution. We said, okay, great. If they're willing to give us a great deal, well, let's get creative here. And this is what we proposed. We said, I know you guys want to get out of here. The property has a lot of issues and deferred maintenance. Let's do this. We'll move you all to another building in the city of Worcester. You can move there, pay us rent, right, for the time being. But in the meantime, you sell the property, get the equity, get the cash from the sale, and then you guys can plan better. And that was exactly what they needed. The other thing they needed was help moving them over there. The main family member, he was working really long hours. So he said, hey, I need a truck, I need helpers, I need to move all this things over to the new property. If we had said, hey, this is our price, this is our number, these are the closing dates, take it or leave it, that wasn't giving him a solution, right? Because he was looking for the other logistics of the deal. So guys, keep this in mind when you're buying real estate, when you're going out there to make offers, listen to what the seller needs. So how can you guys buy a similar property in the city of Worcester for $175,000? This gets me to the second point, finding deals at a great price, finding off-market properties. If you guys have followed me, you know that we do this a lot, but we are masters at generating off-market leads. By off-market, what I mean is properties that are not on the MLS. 10 years ago, I learned the direct-to-seller marketing game, and I would highly recommend that if you want to be in the real estate investing space long term, you guys do the same. Understand how to generate leads off market and not really depend on the MLS. MLS is great. It worked amazing in 2010 to 2015, 2018 maybe, but it's been extremely challenging to find anything right now on the MLS where the numbers work. So one of the things that we are focusing more right now is quality over quantity. What I mean by that is we like having these units nicely done. You might see other investors buy properties that need a ton of work and they just kind of do cosmetic updates. Older buildings, but they just do fresh paint, maybe some flooring, and they move on, which is fine. That's what they like. We are moving more towards full gut renovations and really having nice design. We really want great tenants. They're gonna come and value the property, right? They're gonna take care of it. And we're going after prime locations more than before. How do we even buy these properties? How can we afford to do so much work? And it comes down to the capital. You are watching and you might be like, you know what? I wanna do the same thing. I wanna buy properties, do a great design, but I can't afford it. And a lot of people think that way, which is obviously the first block you got to grow as a real estate investor. It's capital. The thing about capital is, especially for me now thinking back for the last 10 years, you have to create a system because you have to raise capital all the time. And one of the mistakes I did is that I was raising capital here and there in a way that wasn't really systematized or wasn't consistent. If you don't have a system in place, you're not gonna be consistent at it and the results are not going to show. This particular property, the 3-family here, we worked with a hard money lender, and anytime you guys work with a hard money lender, they're probably going to ask you for a down payment somewhere between 10 and 20%. Because of experience, we're only putting down 10% here, but even at 10%, you still need some construction funds, some holding costs. At a minimum, you're going to need roughly about $100,000 to carry the project from beginning all the way to when you are ready to refinance and pretty much wrap up the project at the end. So if you do 5 of this, like we're doing 3, 4, 5 at a time, well, that's a lot of cash. In addition to our own money, and starting out, you guys that are absolutely will have to put some of your own money. I think that's the right thing to do, right? There's a lot of conversation, a lot of video online about doing projects with none of your money. But if you're starting out, you want to show anybody that's coming along for the journey, you have skin in the game. My biggest takeaway from this is to really systematize this process. And you do that by creating a brand. So treat this business as a business. Even though you might start by buying 1 or 2 houses, treat it as a business, create a logo, create a brand, and then create those Google reviews as you work with private lenders, as you work with sellers and agents. Create Google reviews for credibility, and now slowly you can start reaching out to people. It can be simple. You can have a CRM, and there's a ton of them online, so Google one and just get any CRM that works for you, but you want to be able to capture all the contacts that you make. What I mean by that, if you come to our meetup event, for example, you're probably going to meet 10, 20 people. Get their name, phone number, network with them, and then put that information into a CRM, because you're slowly going to see that list grow tremendously. You need to create a process so you can reach out to people fast. And if you are credible and you got a brand and you have been professional, people will be attracted to you. They'll follow you, they'll trust you, and they'll lend you money. If you're a wholesaler, if you're an agent or a real estate investor and you got a deal under contract, you're looking to partner up with someone or just not sure what to do, guys, think of us, keep us in mind. We have partnered up this year a lot more than before, and we actually have the capacity right now to take on more deals, and we have the capital at hand to close on more deals. So let's do some deals together, but we can provide the team from the construction all the way to the attorneys and everybody else, the lenders, to the experience. So would love to do more deals with you guys to make it a win-win. Keep us in mind. And like I said, if you got something, reach out to me. I'll put the email below, Enis@whiteacreproperties.com. And if you want to know what we're up to at Whiteacre on a monthly basis, we try to share a lot of different things on social media. We share it here on YouTube with you guys, but there's a lot of things that we do, things we learn, meetups we have, videos like this, deals we're buying, properties we're selling, courses we're having at the office for free. We do all of that and we share all that information through a newsletter once a month. If you guys are interested in getting all that information, we'll put a link below. Fill out the form and you'll get a newsletter from us once a month with all the updates about Whiteacre so you can see exactly what we're up to. Fourth and final point I want to share with you guys is understanding property management. If you're going to be in the real estate investing space, in the multifamily space long term, you need to understand how property management works. I remember when I started out, first of all, I had no clue what I was doing. I didn't understand how to deal with tenants. I didn't understand how to fix and repair stuff. I had to learn the hard way. You guys should learn about it hands-on starting out. Even though you might have a full-time job, just be involved in understanding property management. What type of tenants to bring in, when and how to repair things, when to delegate certain tasks, when to bring a property manager on board, maybe full-time if you have a ton of units, or hire a third party. So you got to understand all these moving parts because long-term is really when you make the money in multifamily. And if you get exhausted with all the issues of tenants not paying, things breaking and all that, you're gonna give up. You're gonna get out of the game and you're not gonna maximize the return on your investment. That's guaranteed. I want you guys to learn more. Going back to my own experience, we hired third-party property managers and we weren't really excited and happy with the results. So now we have a full-time manager on staff. Honestly, no one will take care of your buildings as well as you will. You have skin in the game, it's your investment, you have done everything to make sure it's successful, and you're gonna take care of it. Something to leave you guys as far as thinking about property management, understanding it, because long term, that's gonna make a big difference in your real estate investing journey. I highly recommend that you also have a good system in place for screening tenants. I have made the mistake of bringing in the wrong tenants, and that's cost us thousands and thousands of dollars in evictions and lost rent. We have someone right now that unfortunately going through eviction where the ledger shows about $60,000 in lost payments, never mind the attorney fees, right? So this can be extremely high and painful lessons. So create a process in place about how much income they need to have, about what their credit looks like, criminal background, all of that can help you determine who is the best tenant for your unit. One final thing about property management is having a reserve account put aside for anything that will break or anything that you want to update in your property. So every time you guys collect rent, every month, put some money aside on your reserve account. And for us at Whiteacre, it's been 10%. The things I highly recommend in 2024, if you're starting out to buy multifamily properties or growing your portfolio, really to niche down your local farm area. Create a system about lead generation because you can then pick and choose the best deals and you know you make your money when you buy. 3 is create a process around raising capital. Buying properties in real estate, you guys gonna need capital for renovations. You're also gonna need capital to put down when working with a local lender or a hard money lender. And final thing is the property management side of the business. There's a lot to talk about the property here in Worcester, and obviously I can't cover this all in one video. So if you want me to do another video on what the numbers look like as far as how much we paid in interest, how much we paid in construction costs, what does the monthly cash flow gonna look like, put a comment below and I'll do a property analysis video specifically for this building that we walked together today. I highly recommend that you guys take advantage of the meetup events. If you are local to Boston, Greater Boston, Worcester, come and see us at the meetup event once a month. We're sharing subcontractor, we're sharing deals, we're talking about raising private capital. We talk about all the things that we do on a daily basis. That's all I got for you guys today. I hope you find value in this. We love to pull the curtain and for you guys to look at what we're buying, how we're thinking about stuff. If you guys find value in this, please subscribe. We love to bring this community to 1,000 subscribers at a minimum in 2024. So help me out with that goal. Guys, that's all I got. I gotta run to the office. Phone is going crazy and we got deals to close and projects to finish. So see you on the next one and don't forget to subscribe. Catch you guys soon. I'm out. Back to the office.